Hello there, Taylor with the Multi-Emperor Report. Let's first talk about the active cyclone that is out here. Cyclone Mahasen, or Mahasen. So, India Meteorological Department has advisories for rainfall and squally winds. Over on the Myanmar site, they've got similar things about occasional squalls, rough sea, and a huge scrolling chunk of text up there in the bulletin section for some reason. It's not like you could really read that. That's just nuts. See, as Mahasen is moving onshore, basically the same-ish type track that it had yesterday, where it's expected to be the equivalent of a Category 1 hurricane by the time that it makes landfall. So still with this predicted landfall somewhere between Bangladesh and Myanmar. So obviously something to pay attention to if you are out in that area. Let's put on the satellite of this actually, and we can go to the satellite loop in a second. There we go. There is Mahasen, Tropical Cyclone Mahasen. If you go to the storm track page, you can find the satellite loops of this thing. So that is the storm as it stands now. And you may or may not have noticed, it's not even hurricane season yet. Starts in another couple of days. But we have our first official, hooray, tropical disturbance of the season for the Eastern Pacific Basin. 90 EP. If we go on over here, let's see if we can get the loop of this thing. So there you go. This thing, well, actually, I don't know. Has the NHC even started the outlooks? They're not even necessarily talking about this stuff yet. Yeah, that's from November and December, so I can't really say if there's an outlook area on it. But it's a disturbance. They are tracking it with the satellites. They're going to send in drones or something to attack it. Would that work with the hurricane? Probably not. So they go, this thing is what would potentially be, not cyclone, that's right, we've got to change the name now, Hurricane Alvin, if it got that far, if it actually turned into something. But right now, it's just an area of probability. Now, most of these that start out here, most of them just kind of keep going and don't pose a threat to land, so that's good. But that's a little bit, far out to talk about right now. Yes, 90 EP, the first disturbance of the season. Hurrah, or something. Severe thunderstorm weather-wise in the US today. No watches or warnings in effect at the moment, but 2 meso-scale discussions for this area in Florida, so just a smallish area, and just a 5% chance of watch on that one. However, this one, where the slight risk happens to be today, severe thunderstorm watch may be needed during the next couple of hours. So 60% chance of watch issuance on that. So let's go back here. So this is where the main threat is today. But if you take a look at the outlook map, this is where the Florida thing gets its 5% chance. This is the 58 mile per hour and greater winds map, the probability thereof or whatnot. So there's your slight risk area with a 5% around it. Hail would be 1 inch or larger. So there's your 15% with the 5% around it. Florida apparently does not have a hail chance. And tornado-wise, again, tornadoes apparently not a huge threat today, or not foreseen to be, or a word like that. Tomorrow, just a 5%, same thing for day 3. So here's your 5%, so a fairly large area, but again, just a 5%. And day 3, I mean, not days 3. Day 3, there's your 5% and a 5%, and then days 4 through 8 on day 6, which would be what, May 18th, if I can do math. There is actually a probability area on the map. However, they seldom ever talk about specific threats. Like, you seldom ever see the word, But they've started talking, that's what's confusing. They used to never talk about it, but here you go. Large hail and damaging winds will be possible, along with some tornado risk. They used to never talk about specifics this far out, but yes. So hopefully not a tornado outbreak type of day, unless you're, rooting for one or whatnot. I have no idea how that works. SevereWeatherTV.com is the official homepage of the screencast. WikiWix is WICKEDWX.com. And Cyclone is CYCLOCANE.com. We went the wrong direction. There we go. The thing does not duplicate over when you cross the meridian, the date line, whatever it is. Yes, that is it for today. Hopefully you're staying safe out there.